Annyeonghaseyo from Korea. Welcome to Next Smart Chip. Today we're making Kkakdugi. Kkakdugi is a Korean side dish with cubed pieces of radish and a spicy red pepper sauce. After we've sliced up our radish into cubes, we're going to take it and mix it with these ingredients. And then after 4 to 5 days of waiting, you've got this beautiful fermented side dish that just tastes so good. It's got that sort of sweet and sour sort of taste. It's sour taste in a good way. If you've ever had kimchi or types of kimchi or any kind of fermented vegetable, you know the taste I'm talking about. Let's begin. This is a daikon radish that we're going to use, and my one's about a medium size. We also have some red peppers. I've got about 6 red peppers here. You can adjust that accordingly, though keep in mind Kkakdugi is supposed to be quite spicy, so red pepper is very important. This is sayojjot, it's sort of salted shrimp. We're going to use a little bit of that, and it's quite key for the fermentation process. I'm also using apples. Some people like to use Asian pear as well. This green part has a lot of flavor in it, so we're going to keep the green part, but we'll peel the white. Perfect. Alright, let's slice this thing into cubes. Try to get your pieces of radish as you slice it up to be as evenly sort of sized as you can. However, it doesn't have to be perfect, so don't stress too much about it. Once you've sliced them up, we need to actually prepare these. So a bit of salt with a bit of sugar, and then give it a really good mix. Now this will sit for 40 minutes, at least 40 minutes. You can do it for a little longer. And then during that process, all the water's going to come out. So we'll come back to that later. Let's prepare the other ingredients while we wait. Slice up your leek. You don't need this to be too thin, though you can do it a little thinner than I'm doing here if you like. I just don't really care about the leek that much, so I just put big pieces in mine. We're going to mix that in with the radish at the end. Mix it with a bit of fish sauce as well. Gives it a bit more flavor. Asian pear is a great alternative to apple if that's available. It's often quite expensive, especially if it's not in season. So use apple for a simple, fruit to put in your sauce here. You don't need to worry about how sort of thin you're slicing this up, because all these ingredients are going to be put in a blender soon. So give it just a quick rough chop to make sure that's going to blend up easily. So put them all in the blender, just one by one. I am adding something here in a second. We've got some cold cooked rice. So that's just going to help out to sort of thicken things up a little bit, get the right consistency we're looking for in the sauce. Got our salted shrimp that I mentioned, and now we're ready to go. So blend that up, and we're going to put it on later. Now I mentioned that we were sitting our radish for a little bit, and you can see the liquid. Get rid of that liquid, but do not wash the radish. You want all the sort of salt and sugar that's on the outside to stay with it, and it's going to add to the flavor and the fermentation process. Add our red pepper flakes, try not to spill them all over the bench like I did, and then give it a good mix. This is our first coating, and this coating of sort of these red pepper flakes is going to make things more evenly sort of mixed in with the red pepper sort of flavor that we want and that spice that the Kkakdugi needs. Here's our sauce that we blended up earlier, that beautiful red color, and then just make sure we're mixing it in nicely. As much covered sort of as we can. Throw in our leeks that we sort of prepared earlier. Just give those a rough mix and keep that sauce. So, they got a bit of the fish sauce is still in there. Make sure that is included. It'll add more flavor as well. So a lot of opportunities to add flavor to this. You can also taste it now if you want to make sure you're not missing anything or if it's not too bland. But basically it's ready to go. We're going to put it in this container, and we're going to store it for at least 3 days before we try to eat it. Though the longer you store it, the better it will be. Let's taste. Oh, I think this one looks good. Oh, no, not this one. Oh, no, this one. Yeah, this big guy. This big one looks good. Look at that. Delicious. Oh yeah, that's so good. But they're going to be even better after more days. So this has been about 3 days after. They've still got a little bit of crunch to them. If I let this sit for about 1 more week, they're going to be so delicious. Thanks for watching. I hope you get the chance to try this at home. It's a really easy recipe to make and most of the ingredients are very easy to find as well. So it's a great sort of starter kimchi. If you're interested in kimchi and the fermentation process, then give this one a go as your first one because it's fairly easy to do and it's quite hard to mess it up. Hope you enjoyed the recipe, hope you enjoyed the video, and 안녕히 계세요. Thanks for watching.